Oh,
Mm.
pancakes.
Bacon.
Bacon, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Dork. And it is I, Colored, and my cool lady friend. Tell people who you are, lady.
Wildberry.
Wow, Barry. Oh no, it's flow plane. And welcome everybody for being here. This is Dork Time, episode 27. And it's going to be a cool episode because we're going to talk about somebody that we truly love in Adventure Time. And who is that? I think you know who it is.
I know who it is.
I know who it is. I know who it is because we've been doing this for a while. And, I love this guy because he makes me laugh. And that's pretty much Cinnamon Bun. Cinnamon Bun is probably one of the favorite characters of all of Adventure Time, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And yeah, we're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about his what we think his origin, not his origin in the show, like how he was created, but like our introduction to him.
Yes.
And then we're gonna talk about the relationships he's had, our favorite relationships with people's in the Adventure Time, and just random parts that we love from the show, including
Yeah.
him. There are so many. I was like I watched maybe like 20 episodes that had him involved.
Did you really?
I did, because I had like one day of just me just chilling at home.
Mm.
And then I was watching like the three that I knew I was going to get my information from, but I was like, I just want to see him be a cameo in certain things.
Mm.
And I did.
He's very a consistent character because
Yeah.
he's been since the first episode, since like the pilot,
Yep.
till now, and he gets a bigger role. I feel like later.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, and I was reading about him in the Adventure Time wiki,
Uh-huh.
and there was something interesting that I had never noticed.
Which is, you want to tell us?
All right, so in his little description,
Uh-huh.
how old do you think Cinnamon Bun is, if you're gonna give him an age?
I don't know. He's candy people. Treats
Mm-hmm.
and not treats, but a dessert. I'm going to say maybe like close to like 1,000 maybe. Maybe just because
Okay,
next to PB's age.
like, but you know how like PB is like 18,
Yes.
like her age is 18. So
Yes.
what would you give Cinnamon Bun's age?
Ideal age. I'm gonna say 21.
Okay, so in the wiki it says 30.
30. Okay, I'm 30.
30. And then it says, he's the Flame Princess's knight and champion.
Right.
Currently.
Currently.
Currently. He was Princess Bubblegum's. He was just around Princess Bubblegum.
Right. And for everybody
Um,
here, this is gonna be a complete spoiler.
complete
Everything.
spoilers.
So we're gonna go from season 1 all the way to 8. If there really
If
is.
needed.
Well, he's kind of in 8, but not as much. But we're gonna we're gonna spread that butthole
Everything.
to where we
And
are.
then here, that was a great analogy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I didn't realize,
What's up?
or I didn't notice, that was on the wiki. Before the episode The Red Throne, which I cannot remember which season that's in right now.
Probably like season
Um,
5.
Yeah.
I think so.
Before that, he was kind of gooey and soft and not that intelligent.
Yes.
Not saying he's super intelligent now, but he was really, really kind of a dumb character.
Sure.
And then after the Red Throne, when he was exposed to the fire, his consistency changes.
Yeah,
So he
it's-
becomes harder and a little bit smarter and more mature.
Hmm.
So what they said was that Cinnamon Bun was kind of a half-baked cinnamon bun
Mhm.
until that episode, and that's what caused him to mature. And I don't know, maybe you caught that, but I had never caught that before.
No, I never caught that myself. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I remember he's a lot more stiff, but I never thought of it. I know it changed him, but I just never thought of his actual like his physical form.
Physical.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I was like, I just kind of thought it was like a change in style. Because
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
look at, say, the pilot episode, I mean, Finn and Jake's, they're basically the same, but they look a little different.
Right.
And so I had never thought about it, but it does match his change in his little bit of change, his growth as a character. I wouldn't say they changed his personality, but he grew as a character.
I agree with you on that one. He definitely changed. And I love his change. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't want him to be like the junkie in the background the whole time. Well, it would have been fine. However, like him maturing into this like awesome, uh, what is he again right now? What is
He's
his
a knight and champion.
knight and champion? Right. So he's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe talk about it in our like discussions in each section about it. But before
Yeah.
we do, I gotta tell you about this. I'm gonna make this very quick. I'm sorry. I have to
Let
do
me
this.
know.
All right. So I accidentally forgot to cancel my subscription of the month for Leak Crate.
Oh
So
no.
so they send me an email like, "Hey, here is your tracking number." I'm like, "Cool." I'm like, "Oh, wait, what?" Like I forgot that I kept it on. Anyway, so I'm gonna show everybody what I got because it's fucking dope. All right.
Okay.
So this theme is build. I'm gonna make this quick, I promise. All
Oh
right.
no, I don't care. Yeah.
So this is I love Legos. I don't know if you like Legos. This is a
Oh, look at
Legos,
that. I love
a little
Legos.
what's his name? Cyborg from the DC comics. It's pretty
How
dope.
cool.
I'm gonna have a lot of these and just put it on my like desk at school. It's
Very
pretty dope.
cool.
And as always, you always get a shirt, which
Yeah.
I like. And this is a. Do you know who this is?
That's a transformer,
Nope.
but
Is that Transformer?
no,
Nope.
it's not.
Nope.
What is it?
Nope. Something from the 90s.
Power
There
Rangers.
you go. The
There you go.
original Power Rangers. I've never had a Power Ranger shirt, and I'm so happy I got one. Um, then I got
You could
like,
tell I totally did not recognize. I was like, looks kind of like a transformer.
like no, you should know what this is. I got magnets, like Tetris magnets. You know how
Uh-huh.
Tetris look have like the shapes. So you just I use it. I've left it in my my classroom because I'm gonna use that in my classroom. And
Cool.
then I got a pin, which is pretty dope. It's also another Power Rangers
Other
pin.
Power Rangers.
And the last one is I gotta show you this. This is probably one of the greatest things I've ever owned in my life. Guess what this is? Guess what this is?
It's a Batman mug?
Nope, not a mug.
No, it's a what's the top? Okay, no, it's not a mug. What is it?
It is a
It opens,
food
obviously.
container.
No, it's
I
not.
swear to
That's
I
great.
swear to God. You put your food in
What are
here and you keep and
you
it
gonna
keeps it
put
warm.
there?
And it keeps it warm.
It
Uh,
keeps it warm?
yeah, yeah, it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I'm so bad at guessing what things are.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean Batman does build a lot of gadgets, you know. But I would think they would give me one of his gadgets. Do you know what I mean? But
this
I'm
was
not
something
complaining.
you'd use.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not complaining. However, I will use the shit out of this. Whenever I make food or when my lovely lady makes extra food, I'm just gonna just bring it to school and I'm gonna be the coolest person. I'm not gonna say kid. I guess kid, but I'm gonna be the coolest kid in the cafeteria if I have
I'm gonna
this.
be the coolest kid. Everyone wants to
I'm gonna
be
just
my
like drop this.
friend.
I'm like and put it there. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's my little rant of Loot Crate. Loot Crate, you're awesome. It's more expensive because I'm overseas.
Right.
It's like double the price.
Ooh,
It's like 15 bucks at home, which is reasonable, but it's 30 bucks to ship. So it's overall it's 30 bucks for us, for me.
okay.
I gotta get a military friend so I can send it to them PO box
Yeah.
and then get that. I gotta get buddy buddy maybe suck some dick for that, but it's gonna take a while.
Well, that's like, I mean, I don't think it's worth the $15. Like, don't
It's
sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself for $15.
I won't, I promise.
Like,
Maybe a
at
hand
least
job?
get more than that. Like,
Maybe a hand job? Maybe I don't know. But anyways, sorry. But back to Adventure Time.
yeah, let's
Uh,
get started.
yeah. So Cinnamon Bun, one of the coolest characters in the Adventure Time universe. And one of the first things we're gonna talk about
Yeah,
is his origin,
his origin.
his intro. Not we don't mean like how where he came out of, but just more of our introduction to
Yeah,
to the Adventure Time series.
definitely.
And you want to go first and tell people what it is?
Sure. So this is from, okay, this actually, like I said, my picture isn't from the first episode. He was in the pilot episode,
Mhm.
which is the Slumber
Summer
Party Panic.
Yeah.
But mine is from the other tarts.
Okay.
And I feel like this is one of the first episodes where, like, for me, he kind of stuck out.
Yeah,
And it was kind of just in direct opposition to Finn and Jake, where Finn and Jake are who Princess Bubblegum trusts to
yeah,
actually complete this mission. And it seems, he like jumps into a punch bowl or he does something stupid, and Princess Bubblegum's like, yeah, I can't trust him to do this. Finn and Jake then end up coming up with some crazy plan which totally fails.
yeah.
And Cinnamon Bun is actually the person who's able to complete the task.
Yep.
So, I mean, like I said, Cinnamon Bun isn't that smart, and
Nope.
apparently it's a little bit because he's half baked.
There
Yeah,
he
there he
goes.
is in the punch bowl. But he does try. And I mean, this wasn't that hard, to be completely fair, but he did complete the mission, and I feel like he doesn't get a lot of credit in these episodes.
He's kind of one of those crackheads that get really lucky with what he's doing.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to like belittle him or anything, but yeah, you're right. Like it's still good. And again, remind everybody, this is a kids show, so you can't.
Yeah.
You have to kind of look over that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like that's one of the cool things about him is that like you can tell that he's a junkie, but at the same time he's like your good cool junkie when you're like a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you have no
He's
idea
like
what drugs are, and then you see that
your
that crazy
your
guy.
junkie friend that
Yeah.
you're like, well, he's good for a laugh, but I
Yes.
mean, don't depend on him.
No, 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 no.
Don't leave your stuff around him.
No, no. I
But
mean, it's one of those. It's one of those like PSA kind of things where like you have a bad day. You're like, oh
yeah,
man, my dad he took my phone, and then like here comes Drunky just like trying to make your day happy. He's like, what happened? And then like he has his like tarts of a backpack walking by because he has to go to the other side of the world, and then he just makes your day
he
because
does.
he does dumb shit. No, this is a good one. Cheers, cheers on that one. That's it. That's a good
Yeah.
introduction. Um, Mine. Mine is going to
Yes.
be one of the first times he gets super excited in Adventure Time because
Mm.
this dude, I love him. He gets just too excited. He's just one of the kind of dudes that like when you see him and he does this like crackhead stuff, you just like laugh and it's funny, right? Because it's cute and funny, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of my introduction because like I thought like he was kind of one of those guys like again like we mentioned like he's one of those guys like you just come out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And then you just see him do something and it's just pretty funny. So I was pretty excited to see him.
Can we talk about how a cinnamon bun, like one of the softest, gooeyest things, fell into a tower, which then somehow knocked it over? Like,
Hey man, cocaine's one hell of a drug, you know?
yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to see him because man, this is another spoiler too. Like he does a lot of happy things, but he also does some like apocalypse eventful things that might turn out that people will be vanished from the land of Ooh, because he does
Yeah.
some dumb things, and I'll explain more in probably the relationship part. But
All right.
you ready for relationships?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
So mine comes from Earth and Water, which I believe is in season 5.
Yes,
I totally should have written that part down.
that's okay.
But my relationship that I picked is CB, Cinnamon Bun and Fire and Flame Princess. Because with kind of contrasting to him and Princess Bubblegum never really takes him seriously.
Nope.
And here, though, in this episode, Flame Princess is working through some like serious emotions. She was like betrayed by Finn, and she doesn't know where to go, and she doesn't really trust Princess Bubblegum. But Cinnamon Bun just kind of like talks to her and is honest, and is like he's sincere even if he's not that smart. And I think like their relationship, they really appreciate each other, and so they kind of bond. Like, and she's not looking down on him, even though she is a lot like she is a smart girl and she could make fun of him for having a mop as a dog, but like she doesn't. She just is like, hey man, like you're really nice, like you're sincere.
Yeah, it's
And
yeah, go for it. Keep going.
But I mean, like he kind of helps her. He gets her out of PB's testing. He just talks to her and he
Mm.
helps her get her throne back, like which is surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like their relationship, and I think it changes him as. I mean, it obviously does. It changes him as a person. It helps
Yeah.
him grow.
It's a weird relationship. It's like it's one of those
Mhm.
things that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I
Um,
never expected it.
it makes sense. I mean, but it kind of grows the cinnamon bun into a a not a I would say a normal person, but like a more complicated character in Adventure
Yes.
Time because no one would have thought that he would do this. Uh,
Yeah.
and it was pretty cool for him just to like help out, which is
Yeah.
pretty dope. And I mean, I'm assuming they're at his house where they like
They are.
when when he tries to rescue her. And I was just like, when I saw this episode, I was just like, man, Cinnamon Bun has game. That dude has game. He took Finn's girl like
Hey,
nothing.
she broke up with him already.
True, but he was playing the long game, hardcore long game.
Well, I don't. Okay, here's my question. Do you
Yeah,
honestly think they have a romantic relationship? Because I've always thought of them as more best
yeah.
friends.
I think it's more best friends, but the internet kind of
Yeah.
made it more than it seems. But I think for me, I would like it to be friends, just because it would be. I think it would be too weird. Not to say like a cinnamon bun can't fall in love with the fire princess. It's just more of like the way they were introduced. It seems that they were gonna continue to be like friends and help each other out because that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
One is just more non druggy, and the other one just like took over her own kingdom, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good pick because this is when you start to realize you start to change. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, do you see him much more like his physical form? Like, is he more stiff in this picture compared to the other ones?
See, that's what I was trying to tell. Cause he hasn't really been exposed to a
Right.
bunch of flame. I guess he is but if you look there, he's definitely way more gooey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even
I
here
don't know.
too.
Yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right.
interesting. He's still soft there, so we'll have to look
Yeah,
in some of the
maybe
later ones.
true. Here's my pick. This is my relationship. So the relationship between PV and Cinnamon Bun, because like he had a role in um he had a role in the Candy Kingdom. I don't remember what it was his role. It's like something tart.
He wasn't the tart toter. I don't know, he was just always with Princess Bubblegum.
I
Like,
would say he's just a royal tart. I don't know. He wasn't a
I don't
toter. I
know.
don't think he was a toter. Well, he
No, he
technically was.
technically was.
Yeah. But anyways, he had a position up there. And it was pretty funny to me. Like he would just like walk around just the kingdom, like everywhere, even the castle. He's just like, "What's up?" And
He's in her lab
he's in her
just
lab,
hanging
just
out.
chilling. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea for Cinnamon Bun just to be like walking up to PB's time where she's just doing all her stuff, right? But no, he just walks in and like
Yeah,
nothing
he
happened. And
doesn't
she
even knock,
no.
man. Like, and she doesn't blink, so it's obviously very normal.
Right, and then like when you take your eyes off Cinnamon Bun, he will do stupid things, you know,
Like this.
like this, and he thinks that it is food, and then he makes things go wrong, right? Which
Oh,
is
that is so gross. Who eats that? But this is why you look at Cinnamon Bun in this episode and it's like,
yeah,
wow, this is a dumb person.
yes, yes, yes. This
And then, later episodes.
this is when you realize when you're a kid that a junkie is a cool guy, but then you realize his true form where he needs his addiction. You're like, oh, this is what a junkie is.
This is such a good analogy. I have to be honest, I never thought of Cinnamon Bun as a junkie
Really?
until you said it, and now it makes such perfect sense.
It
Like,
like that's all I thought every time I saw him in the earlier episodes. It's just him just doing the dumbest shit, but also being the funnest character as
yeah,
well. But yeah, like I like their relationship. It's very different because they're not friends. Like
they're not
they're not friends
friends.
at all. But like she
But she
tolerates him like a lot.
She does. So it seems like of all the candy people, aside from like Peppermint Butler, Cinnamon Bun was the one who was like in her, I guess, her group.
Yeah,
Like he's always around. He's
like
in
the
the
inner circle
castle.
kind of thing.
Yeah, he's like an inner circle kind of guy. And but again, like I don't feel like she had. I mean, obviously him being there, but I don't feel like she has respect. They're not friends.
No,
And but she's more than just like his princess or anything. She's his creator, and so
right.
she does care about him. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just it's very interesting, but I also like the difference in relationships he has with the other princess, with
Yeah.
PB and the Fire Princess.
Well, with Flame Princess, she's like they're friends. They're
Right.
definitely like
Yeah.
friends. But I mean, and you see him later, he'll come and he'll see Princess Bubblegum, and it feels a little awkward
Oh,
between
so
them.
awkward. Oh, but I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
What was it, like season 7 or something? When
Yeah.
that was the introduction to Bun Bun.
Yeah, Bun Bun.
Yeah.
Bun Bun. That episode, he like comes by to like drop off a get well card for some other princess, and he's like, "Hey,
What's up?
how's it going?" Like,
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. I should have brought that up, but yeah. You ready for randoms?
yeah, yeah,
All
I
right.
am.
All right, so random stuff because he does do random shit in
That's a
this.
great picture.
He's the most randomest character in this show, and I love it. And I'm not taking
Yeah,
anything away from him because he's awesome.
yeah.
All right, here's your pick.
Okay, so mine is from the Creeps. I think I picked all kind of early season episodes. I think the latest one was Earth and Water.
Yeah,
So Creeps is like season 3
yeah,
or season 2? No,
3.
season 3. And here they're at that like that dress up party that Finn planned and stuff, and he finds out that LSP is single,
Yeah,
and he's like, now's my chance. And she's like, not even. And he gets like really sad. And I was like, I mean, he like works for princesses. Does he have like his sights on like marrying Lumpy Space Princess? Does he like he wants to like date LSP or something?
right.
Like I don't know. It's like he has a crush on her. It's a really small thing. It's
Yeah,
really weird, and it's like I don't know. It's like okay, that's who he likes.
right. I feel like in this episode, this is like the one day he didn't have his drugs, and he was trying his best to like be sober because like in between the seasons and stuff, episodes, like he's a silly guy, and yeah, you're right. He does. We have kind of like a cute, like semi crush that he has, and
Yeah,
it's fun. It's definitely fun, but it's just like again, I'm gonna keep going analogy of him being a drunkie and not
yeah,
a junkie. So
a drunkie.
drunkie, I'm the drunkie, but him being the junkie, like it's just pretty cool seeing him like being somewhat sober. And I'm curious, like what they thought of him when they started making his character. You know?
Like the
Yeah,
creators?
yeah, yeah. The creators.
I
Um,
don't know, because he is such a staple. He is around as much as I would say maybe more than LSP.
yeah,
Probably like he's around a lot. He's
yeah,
always there.
yeah.
I
He's
don't
like
know, like
he's
what?
so. I don't want to call him. He's a He's C level character. I'm not gonna call him a B
Yeah,
level, but probably one of the top C level characters in Adventure Time. Definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
It's interesting.
All
I'm
right,
curious what yours is.
all right. So I'm gonna kind of go back to um what I was gonna say, kind of like the relationship between PB and Cinnamon Bun. But one of my favorite parts of his character is just like again his randomness. And one of the
Oh.
things that I love is when PB makes a sandwich and she's exhausted. She's fucking exhausted. She's like, I made the perfect sandwich, and for some fucking reason, she gives it to Cinnamon Bun.
Yeah, what?
And
And
then,
boom,
and she's like, "What the fuck?
boom.
Are you not gonna eat it?" And then he just like, he just thinks it's cool that just to spit in her face.
Ah.
And I fucking, I'm still dying now. But it's amazing that to think that Cinnamon Bun has another mouth. I guess you could say. I don't know. Um,
Also, it is weird that like after having made him, after how long of knowing him,
Yeah.
does she really just think that Cinnamon Bun is the most competent of her candy people? Like, what is her trust in Cinnamon
I
Bun?
have no idea. But again, I think this is just like the inner circle, right? So he just walks wherever he pleases. So it was probably the first person that the first person that she saw. I mean, it definitely would have been. I'm not gonna say it would be boring, but it'd be a different way if like she met up with like the Peppermint Butler or something like that.
I just like I'm curious now. What is your idea on why he is inner circle?
Maybe he's probably one of the first creations, her first creations. That's the only thing I can think of. He's part of the
What if she like what if she feels like she needs to educate him or something? Like she takes it like him like she feels very responsible. Like maybe he's not capable of being on his own, so she's like trying.
maybe, but like I don't. I mean, she never really tries to begin with. Like she's. That's why I feel like he's just there. I mean, maybe, but maybe I never seen it that way. But I think for me, she's just like she just feels bad for him, so she just lets him do whatever. I mean,
It's so funny.
because she's so it's weird because she's so big into her experiments and what she wants to do. But like anything around her, she just doesn't really care. Like
Yeah.
you know.
But then again, her people, like she really, really does care about her
Oh,
people.
she
All of her
does.
experiments are trying to protect the Candy Kingdom
Right.
and her, not for her own sake, I
Yeah.
would say, but because she really wants to keep them safe and happy.
Hmm.
She really does care. Like even though she kind of is a little crazy and a bit of a control freak and stuff,
Yeah.
like at the heart of it, most of her intentions, even if she's doing some evil stuff, her intentions are really to take care of her Hey, cat! You don't get to be mean.
Don't be mad about
Uh,
cinnamon bun.
yeah, she's very upset. So I don't know. Like I would give her when it comes to her people, I really do think, I think when it comes to other people, she can be really ruthless.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think when it comes to her candy people, like she made them, she cares.
Mm. I definitely
I
agree.
don't
Yeah, she
know.
does care, but she's such a weird maybe introvert about certain things, and I think she doesn't know how to like the only person that's Princess Bubblegum has like an actual relationship is with Marceline, Finn, and Jake. That's about it, right? Everyone
Well, even,
else,
um,
everyone else is kind of like one of her. I'm not gonna call her minions, but like one of her people of her country,
well,
of her
and I
kingdom.
would say the only person that she has an equal relationship with would be Marceline,
Yeah,
because Marceline is old enough and powerful enough, and also doesn't gonna isn't gonna take any of the shit.
yeah.
But like I wouldn't say Finn and Jake have an equal relationship with Princess
No,
Bubblegum.
no. What I'm saying is like
Yeah.
the relationship status that she has with
Yeah.
anybody else is just like that's like they're friends or lover for Marceline, but anyone else is just like part of her people, and that's about it. And I think
Yeah.
Cinnamon Bun kind of like in between that friend slash like people where he can go wherever he wants. Like no banana guards. Nobody tells him what to do. He's just there.
Yeah.
Or
Living
maybe
his life.
maybe he's kind of like the Ajashi custodian, like the one that cleans the.
Oh my God, that actually fits into your junkie theory too. Like, or drunk, it would fit better with drunkie
Yeah,
because an
probably
old Ajaxi who's just drunk all the
all
time.
the
Like,
time.
yeah, I'm cleaning.
I'm cleaning.
Like,
Thanks for the sandwich. Throw up in your
yeah,
face. Jesus.
fall asleep in the hallway. Like,
Cinnamon would definitely do that. That's for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, this is a Cinnamon Bun. Cinnamon Bun is a dope character. I love him a lot. I feel
What is
like,
your
huh?
what is your favorite part of Cinnamon Bun?
I think for me is, I think he's one of the like B or C level characters that I really enjoy when they have him as like, the main character in the episodes. Like he has very few, but they're so entertaining.
Yeah.
Because you can see like if you are a fan, if you have seen all the seasons, you see a good progression of him, like of him becoming a better person.
Yeah.
So for me, my top would be like him just trying to take care of Bun Bun, to be honest. Like I love that part of talking about that episode. Like I love how Cinnamon is taking care of Bun Bun. Like he's the sober guy. He has like his like 30-day coin saying like I am sober, you know, and I'm gonna take care of what the Fire Princess tells me to do.
Yeah.
And I just love that part of him. Like yeah, we all love his like dumb self where he does ridiculous things that no one get upset with him about. But I just like his his genuine self, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I do. I don't know, sometimes like I do enjoy his genuineness and he kind of just does speak his mind
Yeah.
and is kind of
Oh, he's fairly
crazy.
honest too.
Yeah, like and I don't know, like he's I do like what he becomes a little bit more with Flame Princess, but I don't like that after how much like I think from our point of view, you can kind of see how much Princess Bubblegum invested in him, but he
Yeah.
kind of like straight goes to like, she's evil. And he like doesn't, and he has no affection or like, I don't know. I find it weird that that's the one thing where I'm like, damn, Cinnamon Bun, like you either saw some shit or you're a cold motherfucker to
I,
like,
I think he's a cold motherfucker.
I think he's a cold motherfucker. Like, cause he just turned his back on her like so hard.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
like basically is like the person who talks shit on his mom slash like his creator and old princess and like the person who gave him the best sandwich in the entire world.
Right.
Like, I don't know. So I always found out I was like, damn, Cinnamon Bun, like I want to know if there's more to that. Like, did he really see Princess Bubblegum do some things and go, you know what? I like my morals don't align with this,
Mm.
or is he just a cold motherfucker?
Cinnamon Bun is a complex character, and I think he's a cold
Yeah,
motherfucker. And when he's on his junk, he's crazy, and when he's
it's
not,
crazy.
he's honest, dude. I forgot actually. Going back a few episodes that we've done, one of my favorite parts is the wolf hug character,
Hugbuff.
hug wolf, where for some reason Jake is like, "Well, you take care of this, like you make sure he's behind bars," and then like when Finn changes into the wolf, and he's like, "I want a hug," and then like he tempts him to have a hug. Um, I,
Cinnamon Bun really wants it.
he really wants it. I don't know why. I'm gonna find it. You keep talking while
Oh,
I find this episode, cause
oh man. Because he like I mean, he's like tempted from the start.
yeah,
He's like, oh no. Like, oh no. Even though he had been like kind of complaining about it earlier in the episode, like,
right.
don't hug me so hard, like my love handles hurt or whatever. Like, I don't know, Cinnamon Bun was just like, I really want a hug now. Like he really is kind of a junkie. He like he knows it's bad for him and he knows he shouldn't want it, but he really wants it. Like
He does, and it's so funny. And it's just like I just love the idea of the wolf wanting a hug, and then Cinnamon thinks like, I want a hug too. I don't know if he really wants it or is it because he's being manipulated. I
I
don't know.
don't know. But look at him. Like I don't
It's awesome. He's like, all right, I'll give in. He's just like opened, and
But
then
then again, what if Cinnamon Bun is really looking for love?
yeah,
Like,
maybe you're probably right, maybe. But I just love how he just goes with it. Like his
he
just
does.
impulse, just like I'm going
Like
for it.
super into it. He wasn't even hesitant. He was just like, I'm gonna get you out." Like he hurries. Like he's excited.
And it looked like he was in pain, but he's like so worth it, so worth it.
Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of good little scenes. I
Yeah.
feel like with Cinnamon Bun. The one you picked for random, the picture you have for random, where he pulls the camera out of his nose
Mm.
that Princess Bubblegum was using to spy on the Flame Kingdom. Like
Oh yeah, that was
that
oof.
was that was kind of felt like to me a flashback to him being like because you have him being a knight and rescuing Finn and Flame Princess from
Yeah.
Finn's stupid plan. Like you have Finn being stupid and Cinnamon Bun being really smart and like on top of it. And then you have that episode where you're like, okay, Cinnamon Bun's like he's still working on things. Like
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But he has become a better character, and I still want him to be a cameo character and have his like really random episodes.
Yeah.
Because I think I've been in love with all the episodes that starts him.
Mm. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think that was good. I think we're done. This is
I think we are done.
yeah, this is a good conversation about him because he's a fun character. I love him. I think we all met that junkie in the neighborhood where he never touches you.
I hope we all have.
Well, I don't want to say he, but like the junkie that like who's just around your neighborhood, who's just like just being fun and just jokey and makes your day, but you never cross that line of like starting a conversation or like helping him because it can go it just go bad. So it's just one of
Keep your
those.
distance.
Keep your distance. Keep like 10 feet distance from us. Like, I see you. Have a good day. And then he's like chatting along out loud while he walks away. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a good episode. I like him a lot.
Like it.
He might be my favorite character that we had like a personal um, character discussion about.
I think as a C/B or of those characters, he would definitely be one of my favorites.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, we're gonna next week. I think we're gonna do our tops and bottoms of season 4.
Oh.
We're gonna do our
Oh, we're gonna
tops.
do that? We're
Yeah.
not gonna start season 5?
We gotta do tops and bottoms first. Let's
Okay.
do that first. I think
Let's do that
just
first.
yeah, just get out the way, tell people how much we love the episodes and some things that we don't like. And to be honest, out of 4 seasons, I don't think I've hated an episode. I disliked
Yeah.
episodes. That's
I
not what.
dislike episodes, but I also I understand certain episodes. Well, yeah, I agree. I am a I think we're both pretty big fans in the sense that I really can't complain about the show that
And you
much.
can't really hate something. It's hard.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back next week with our tops and
Tops
bottoms.
and bottoms.
Yeah, and if you want to, if you really want to, talk to me. I'm on everything online: Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all that good stuff. But if you want to tell me about your mom's pudding and it tastes good, you want to give me her recipe, email it to me at yes.fitass@gmail. But if you want to talk to me directly on Twitter, it's a CDLR zero. Wait, CDL0R
0R.
on Twitter. If they want to talk to you, how do they get in contact
They
with
can
you?
You can find me on Twitter. I don't like pudding, but if you've got any other dessert recipe that you want to send my way, go ahead and do that on Twitter at Drinkin' Pretty. Drinkin' without a G, Drinkin' Pretty.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just gonna be like pudding or your cousin's adventure of going to Tijuana, Mexico, or just like any dumb shit. Just send it my way. I will love to hear
Any
about
dumb shit,
any dumb shit.
but no pudding for me.
I like pudding, so pudding for me, please. But next week we'll do our tops and bottoms, and we'll see you guys soon. So peace out. I will see you guys next week, and hopefully you guys are here because I think it's gonna be a good time. I think so because tops and bottoms are awesome, right?
Yep.
All right, peace.